Well, there's really something special about people who choose to become firefighters, like you, Jimmy. They don't do it for the money. They do it because they want to help people.
And there's a local firefighter that has taken that notion a step further. He's doing it one postcard at a time. I'd like to introduce you to Trey Small, who is a career firefighter and an instructor at the Delaware State Fire School. Good to see you, sir. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Now, what we're talking about is a project that you have put together called Postcard Connect.
That's correct.
How'd you come up with this idea?
So this actually got started by accident in 2014 in Colorado. I was on a trip with a friend out to the Southwest, and our first stop was Gunnison of the Black Canyon National Park. I was looking for something to buy in the gift shop to take home with me, and I spotted some postcards, and I thought, wow, I can get rid of those now. I don't have to lug them around for the next 3 weeks. So I bought a book of a dozen national park postcards. I put a picture of it on Facebook, and I put a little message, who would like a postcard while I'm out here? And I thought it would be about 5 or 6 people. Hour and a half later, we rolled into Ouray, Colorado, and I had 33 addresses already. So I went to a bookstore, I bought a bunch more postcards. At that point, we had been in a Jeep for about 30 hours. We drove from the East Coast all the way out there, and I had to get out of the Jeep. So Ouray Brewery is this beautiful surrounding Rocky Mountains out there. So I thought, well, I'll go up to the rooftop bar there and I'll be inspired to write some nice messages. And by the time I got up there, I had 38, 39 addresses.
Oh my goodness.
So I started taking addresses off of my phone and putting them on the postcards. And then I went to actually write the messages. And I thought, what in the heck am I going to say to 40 people? You know, how many times can you say, the weather is here, wish you were beautiful? So I turned to the table next to me. It was 3 ladies from Denver, Heather O'Lear, Jen Zalewski, Christy Bennett. And I said, ladies, I'll buy your next round of beers if you help me write these postcards. And they said, what do we write? And I said, you can write whatever you want. So they took the postcards, they started writing messages, and as soon as I saw it, I said, that's it, that's a cool thing. So I took a picture with the 3 ladies, I put it on Facebook, and I said, how about instead of me, who would like a postcard written by a total stranger? And my inbox flooded with addresses.
Oh my.
And in 3 weeks in the Southwest, I ended up mailing close to 250 postcards.
Wow.
People were getting them at home. They were taking pictures and putting them on my wall, pictures of them holding their postcard. And when I got home, people said, oh, that was great. When are you traveling again? When are you going to do postcards again? And then also they would say, you know, I meant to send you my address and I never got around to it. Are you going to do this sometime again? I really would like to get a postcard.
This exploded.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So I decided, okay, from now on, this is my thing. Whenever I travel, I will do the postcards. And that was 2014. Over the next couple of years, it got more popular. And one of the things that I noticed was that people started sending requests for postcards other than themselves. So we would get a message somewhere along the lines of, hey, can I give my postcard to my neighbor? Or if I give you their address, can you send my postcard to them instead of me if you have a really nice one? Their 9-year-old son is in the hospital and he's a really awesome kid and they don't know what's wrong with him and it's a sad story and it'd be great if they could get a nice message. Yeah, absolutely. Or it's my parents' 50th wedding anniversary. Could you send my postcard to them instead of me if you've got something neat or quirky?
Right.
So we just started doing that. And then in 2016, in June, we had a couple of inspirational moments at Shenandoah National Park in Virginia, and some people inspired us to really push farther with what we were doing. And I got home from that knowing that I had a coast-to-coast road trip coming up in August of that summer, and I thought about what we could do to do more, thinking about the nature of requests we were getting, and we decided to name it Postcard Connect. It got its own Instagram and its own Facebook, eventually got its own website, and we announced that we were going to start sending our nicer postcards out to children's hospitals.
Oh.
Starting with A.I. DuPont Hospital in Wilmington at the north end of Delaware.
Who is this?
So this is Danny Feltwell. He suffers from non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, and he is a sports fanatic. He actually started running out onto the home field with University of Delaware Blue Hens, and through that he befriended University of Delaware Police Department. When his cancer went into remission, they thought, you know, we're through the worst of it, and then it sort of came back with a fury, and he ended up back at A.I. DuPont, and University of Delaware Police sent out a message. They wanted nice cards for him. So I actually had the Wilmington Fire Department recruit class. They were staying at our fire station, Dover Fire Station 2, on the west side of town while they were attending the academy at the State Fire School. And I had all of them one night write postcards, and they went to University of Delaware Police, who delivered the postcards in his hospital room.
Oh my!
In his bed.
Terrific.
Since then, I've become Facebook friends with Danny and his parents, and we actually send batches of postcards to him so that when he goes back for his outpatient treatment, he can hand out postcards to other kids at the hospital there.
That's
fantastic.
terrific.
Yeah.
Can people get involved with this?
Absolutely. We do public presentations. We come to events. We've done World War II reenactments. We go to schools, universities. We go to civic groups. We do a whole presentation about the postcards. We have everybody write cards. And then from there, we take them, sort them, and mail them. If you have somebody in need or an organization that would like to receive postcards from us, all we need is an address and a quick reason. Our mission statement is anyone, anywhere. The mission never ends. So we've sent postcards to veterans homes and hospitals. For instance, the Home of the Brave, the Vietnam Veterans Home in Milford,
Right, yeah.
and then also Delaware Veterans Home in Milford. They get postcards.
Wait a minute. All this is taking postage.
Yeah, well, absolutely.
How are you doing that?
So for the longest time, I funded this myself.
Wow.
This was just something I felt was necessary. We started getting more and more feedback from people that received the postcards and talking about what an impact it had on their life. For the longest time, I thought, this is just one goofy firefighter traveling around having fun with postcards. And then we actually met some of the people that received them and said, no, like this really made a difference in my day, my week, my life. I met a woman in Nashville that received a postcard from us who had moved there from Lewis, a former firefighter from Delaware, and requested a postcard. And when I met her in Nashville, she told me how much she appreciated the postcard. She had moved to Nashville within 2 days. Her new job had fallen through. Her new apartment had fallen through. She was falling asleep on friends' couches every night, crying herself to sleep, thinking, I'm going to have to give up on my dream and return to Delaware. And she got the postcard, and she decided to wait a couple more days before leaving. And within 2 days, she had a new job and a new apartment. And she said, now my life is in Nashville. This is where I need to be. She said, I keep your postcard taped up above my desk, and the first thing I do every single morning when I get to work is sit down and read it to remember how much that card and that message meant to me.
A huge impact with a tiny little card.
Tiny little card. And it's the thought that somebody that you've never met and probably never will meet took the time to put pen to paper and express a nice thought.
Trey Small of Dover, thank you so much for what you're doing.
Thank you.
Not only with the cards, but inside turnout gear too. Appreciate that very much.
And we have a lot of information about the program on our website. Thank you.
Thank you.